What's up, y'all? Got a banger from Modern Women Archives. Let's get straight into it.
One of the most surprising aspects of being a 53-year-old cougar dating younger men in their 20s and 30s has been their willingness to explore things with women my age that they would
Explore things? What do you mean by that?
She's a runner, she's a track star.
never consider exploring with women their own age. Actually, I have a few hypotheses about this. Number one being younger men certainly are very curious. And of course, older women bring experience to the table.
I don't know if curious is the word, but maybe being a horn dog might be the word. Just saying.
Younger men look for older women for this experience. The most important aspect here, I believe, is that younger men feel safe with older women in terms of their exploration and adventuring, if you will. And this is not a knock.
I love it when a woman talks about her bop lore. Can you get some bop lores in the chat, please? This is I can't believe she's talking about this.
Against younger women. Please don't take it that way. From my conversations with younger men, they've shared that sometimes when they maybe have pushed the envelope a little, maybe younger women are more apt to laugh or mock or judge a younger man for what he wants to explore. And older women, I don't think typically do that. We're like, yeah, let's bring my experience to the table.
Yeah, do whatever you want with my body. It don't matter. Oh, Lord have mercy.
Have a good time. Let's do what you want to do. Let's try things. And, you know, I don't know their friend network.
Give me a bit of your 401k. How about that? That's what a coin you got in that little purse, baby.
Social network, work network. I'm not out and about with them. There's nobody I can go tell some scandalous piece of information to. It's just really like a friends with benefits or a one-off kind of a thing. And younger men feel safe with this.
This hit the wall woman belongs to the...
This is crazy work, brother, man. Talking about letting men use her for practice. Using her body as a personal firing range. Fired! Shoot your loads over here, buddy boy. That is crazy work, dude. I just can't imagine. Like, this should be somebody's mom. This is somebody's aunt getting online talking about letting men blow her back out for practice, dude.
I want to be someone's priority. I have no purpose in life. I'm too old to have children now. And yes, I know I'm gonna get, oh, you should be your priority. And I get it, right? I've got no choice but to look after myself and put myself first. But I would kill to have a purpose, to be needed by someone, for someone to share with me something that's happening with them, or for me to be in someone's top 5 people, and I'm not. And everyone always comments and gives us grief or whatever. Like, this is just what I feel. I have nobody, I have no reason to be alive. I don't want that. I want someone to think of me in the morning or before bed, or just if they're near where I live or whatever. Let's just see how Lisa is. Do you know what I mean?
This is where the majority...
Now, I will say I do sympathize with her. It's sad. It's sad. I don't like anybody to feel like they're not wanted or, you know, they feel alone. But it's hard to have a lot of sympathy because this woman at the ages of 18 to 25, maybe even 26, 27, I'll push it to that because women are aging a little bit better nowadays because we live longer. But you had a chance to go out there and procure a man and be in a loving relationship, but it seems like you wasted your time and waited till you were in your 40s, and now you're lonely and you're like, where are all the good men at? So it's really hard to feel bad for them because what these older women are going through is what younger men have been going through since they were 16, since they were 15, trying to attract women. You get ignored, nobody cares, nobody's there for you. And so what these women are going through in their later years of their life is what men go through in their younger years of their life. Until men have built their own value, women do not come. And so it is sad. I truly hate that because I think we're better together and together we're better. And I do think that the most important thing we can do on this earth is build meaningful relationships, and that's with friends and loved ones and family and you know, a partner, a romantic partner. That's why I started the channel. But it is truly sad. But the thing is, it's really hard to have a lot of sympathy for her because I'm like, you had your chance and you blew it. You had your shot and you blew it. You had so much time to go out there and procure a man. You had 40 years to go out there and get a man. I almost biggity bet you there was a guy during that 40 years of life that came up to you, tried to get you to be in a relationship and you said, no, I'm good, next. Well, you said next so many times, I think the universe only gives you a few pitches. Chat, let me know if you agree with this. I think the universe gives you really 3 at-bats to have a really good romantic relationship. After 3, bro, it's just bad. The 4th and 5th and 6th, how many times do you think the universe is going to put somebody in front of you that would be a good partner for you? Eventually, you have to pick someone and choose to build a relationship. And the thing is, you got to choose your hard. Being single's hard. Being in a relationship is hard. Being married's hard. Having a dog is hard. Not having a dog is hard. Paying your bills is hard. Not paying your like you got to choose your hard. And so for me, I like being in a relationship. I like being married to Cass. I like having a dog. I like having a family. It's something that I like. I take a lot of pride in having a family. And we're trying to grow our family right now. But a lot of these women had their chance and they blew it. They absolutely blew it. So it's so hard to feel bad.
Dating. I'm done dating. You cannot date in your 50s, okay? And if y'all are still dating...
The thing is, you're not meant to date in your 50s. You're supposed to be married. You're supposed to have children. You're supposed to be an empty nester almost at this point.
In your 60s, like, what does that even look like? Okay, because, like, who has time really to date? I mean, you both got jobs. You know, you got your hobbies, things you do on the side. You know, it's like, where do you fit in another human being? Okay, and then like you have to share, you know, and like you've been like nobody wants to share, you know, because we're setting.
We're all so egotistical and narcissistic. That's why people don't want to share. Everybody thinks they're the center of their own universe, when actually, in reality, we're better as a collective. I don't know. Just this is my hot take on that.
Our ways, we've been doing things our way, you know, and I don't want to change my ways.
Of course you don't.
I don't want to share.
Selfish.
My couch with anybody else. I don't want to share my bed with anybody else.
Good. Stay alone.
I don't want to share my toilet with anybody else, okay? So, I don't know how to date. I don't know how to date if you can't see them. And you ain't got time.
To me, in my opinion, this is what we call natural selection. You don't want to date. You don't want to share. Good. Stay out of the dating market.
Talk to them because you're at work, okay? And then it costs too much money, okay? Because it ain't like the guy pays for everything. Okay, so you got to pay your part.
Why would a guy come in and try to pay for everything for a 50-year-old woman? Stop it. Honey, you better be putting up 50-50. If you in your 50s, fitting at 50-50. I just thought about this. So here's the thing. Ladies, here's how it should work moving forward. And chat, let me know what you think about this. If you're in your 20s, you contribute 20% of your income, right? To all the bills. You contribute 20%. You're in your 30s, 30%, 40%, 50, 50%, 60. You know what I mean? As you get older, ladies, you need to contribute more monetarily. Chat, do you like that one? That would give them more motivation to say, you know what? I should probably get a man when I'm a little bit younger so I don't have to contribute monetarily as much.
It's expensive. Who wants to date? It costs money to date. And then I got to share my stuff. I don't want to do that.
And last but not least...
Good, then don't get online complaining about it. Shots fired! This is what I don't get. These women go out there and they choose careers. They submit to their bosses. They submit to other coworkers that have a higher or maybe higher up on the hierarchy at work. But then they won't go and do the one thing that will probably make them fulfilled totally is go out there and submit to a freaking man. They complain about not being in a relationship, while simultaneously saying men ain't nothing. And I'm like, well, which one is it? Do you not like men, or do you want to be in a relationship? Like, what's the catch here? Because it seems like if you're going to sit here and dog men, that you don't like men, but then you say you want a relationship. It's like, huh?
A man doesn't see you. You exuded softness and receptivity. That's how you got him. You immediately went into your feminine because we kind of instinctually know how to do that. But
yes, women do. Well, as we call it, they go back to their factory settings after a little bit of time.
something tends to happen over time. And we've all been there, and it's not anything to feel bad about. It's just to have an awareness of, look, here's what works and here's what doesn't. And if you want to go in the positive direction, think back to when it was easy. And whatever you employed then, do it again.
I love it. This lady's preaching. And with that being said, we will be right back. I know the dating scene sucks, but so does getting hurt in an accident. Have you ever found yourself involved in a personal injury case? As an image consultant, I meet a lot of clients who are actually recovering from all sorts of injuries, from car accidents to workplace injuries. And I was actually surprised to see how many people lose their personal injury cases, which is why I want to talk about Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. They specialize in a wide variety of personal injury cases, and they've won thousands thousands of big cases. And if you do end up working with them, they're going to fight for the money that you deserve. Just recently, Morgan & Morgan solidified verdicts in Florida for $12 million and $26 million in Philly. That's up to 40 times the highest insurance offer. And I'm telling you, your case could be worth millions. And the best part is, it's all free unless you win your case. Now, if you've also been the victim of a personal injury or a serious accident, you can visit www.forthepeople.com/Levi, found in the description below, where you can start your free claim today. That's what's wild to me, though, dude, is that women seem to forget that men love their femininity. That's what we like. We like it when you're feminine. We don't like it when you're not feminine. This clip is women struggle statistically to rear men, but men do not struggle statistically to raise women. So let's check this clip out.
I was having a conversation with my husband, and I was like, why is it that statistics show that women have a hard time raising up boys to be men, but men statistically can raise girls up to be women? And he said, because men have both chromosomes, X and Y. And so I looked it up, and women only have XX chromosomes, but they have X or Y, determining the sex of the baby. When there's a fertilized egg, we can only contribute an X, but men could contribute an X or Y, which validates the Bible, because it says God over man, man over woman, woman over children. So the reason why I think women struggle to raise up boys to be men, and men don't struggle as much to raise up girls to be women, is because when God took the rib out of Adam and made a woman, yes, he made a helpmate for man, but he also made an extension of man. And this is why it says for husbands to wash your wives with the word and present her to yourself, and to see her as your own body, because she is essentially an extension of you.
Yes, great point. I'm not super religious, and now I do pray, but that's something that I think everybody should heed. That warning is, no matter who you hang out with, who you're dating, if they're in your social circle and you're going out and about with them, hanging out with other people, or, you know, going to places that you frequent, maybe you bring a friend to a place that, you know, you're a regular at, like a coffee shop. If you're hanging out with them, they are an extension of you. And so a woman is an extension of you. That's why men don't like women with high body counts. We like women that are more modest. We like women that we can take out and not a lot of guys know. The last thing I want is to go out there and date the neighborhood bicycle.
She's a runner, she's a track star.
Everybody's gotten a ride. Come on down.
Oh yeah, this is Adam. We dated for a few months, and this is so-and-so. We dated for a few months.
It's the last thing we want as a guy. I mean, chat, let me know if you agree with that. I just feel like modesty and exclusivity are some of the most attractive things to us as men. It tells us that you're more fit and feminine and friendly to just be with us. That's what we want. We don't want you, you know, out there gallivanting with a bunch of men. And I really never really liked women that were super social, that had a ton of friends. Like Cass keeps a really tight circle, and I kind of like it that way. I don't like really friendly women. I don't. That's not my bag. And chat, let me know if you agree with that. Like, do you like women that are super friendly? I don't really like women that are like really, really friendly. I would rather have a woman that is like sticks to herself, low body count, doesn't have a lot of friends, keeps a small social circle, because it tells me she's more worried about pleasing me and having a family with me. I saw this the other day, and I had to read it to you guys. Women see themselves as perpetually oppressed because they only compare themselves to high status men and don't even see low status men as human. That is crazy work, brother man. Absolute crazy work. But I think it's true, and I also think that modern women have turned into the men they've always wanted to date. Put it on a t-shirt, should have been a Naya, should have bought a Honda. These women have chose careers. Like the 50-year-old chick that was just talking. She chose a career over a relationship, and now she does not feel fulfilled. Do you know how many women have done this? They've chosen a job and money over having a family. The one thing that at the end of your life, like think about when your grandparents passed away, or if you have your grandparents, lucky you, but when your grandparents passed away and people were talking about them at the funeral, what do they talk about? It's so beautiful that they had a family. She was such a great mother. She was so inspiring. She was so sweet. She was so kind. I remember these memories of, you know, us just hanging out, and she was giving me the chocolates, and, you know, like you speak about all these sentimental things. You don't speak about anything of, well, she had a really good job. She made a whole bunch of money. You know, she was really a hustler. She really went out there and got the bag. Yes, she did. No, nobody's talking about that. Nobody's talking about that. They talk about the legacy that you've left behind after you're gone. That's what they talk about. And so that's what I think women now, as they get older, they're starting to realize, I got no legacy. I got nothing. It's a barren wasteland. I got no eggs. I got no man. I got 5 cats. My house smells like cat pee and poop. But sadly, that's just what it is these days. And so, like, I prioritized a relationship early on in my life. Like, I was like 27, 26 when I met Cass, and I was like, all right, I'm vetting this woman to be my wife one day. She ticked off all the boxes. Great. We got into a relationship, fiance. Now we're married. You know what I mean? But if she wouldn't have ticked all those boxes, I was very picky because I knew I had options. I was a 6'2" guy, had a good personality. I was funny. I'm kind of beat to bits. You know what I mean? I'm kind of ugly. But what I lack in aesthetic, I make up for in lip service and personality. So, so I knew that I had options. And I was very picky when I saw Cass and I met Cass, but that's why I say you got to vet these women for years. I don't think you should. I think done are the days of dating for 6 months and then getting married. Like, chat, let me know if you agree with this. I think done are the days where you date for 6 months and then you get married. I think you need to date for a minimum of 3 years. You need to meet her family. You need to meet her friends. You need to see how she treats the people that she loves, says she loves the most, whether it's siblings or family members or her really good friends, because the way she treats the people that she says that she really loves is the way she's eventually going to treat you. I don't judge people on how they treat me. I judge them on how they treat the people they love. Chat, let me know if you agree with that. Got another clip for you guys.
See all of this.
I see you.
Correct?
I do.
I am not the type of female to be up in somebody's cheesecake factory.
Okay,
I know that's what you're used to. Brokey on a budget.
Time out.
Brokey on a budget. All the brokies stand up.
So you want to go to Ruth Chris, right?
Yes.
All right. I feel like Ruth Chris is reserved for women that hold themselves to a bit of a standard that is not quite your level. Because when you walked in here, I promise you right now, something was a little off. I didn't want to say nothing, but since we want to talk about brokey, stinky. Stop playing with me.
Why would you say that on camera?
Hey.
Are you serious?
Stinky.
You bringing the funk on across my side of the table now.
All right,
Stay over there with that.
Brokey over here was disrespecting me. It's hot. Of course I'm sweating. I just didn't put on my everywhere deodorant today.
Everywhere deodorant? You must wear that everywhere but here, huh?
Be having me smell like berries and all that. Give me the confidence for when I actually meet a man with money. Not a broke boy like you. I'm not finna let you get me out of character, Brokey.
Please. But you actually smell better.
Really?
Yeah.
Is your hairline getting better?
I love it, dude. The shame, insult, guilt, and the need to be right. I don't know if that's a skit, but bro, if a girl calls you a brokey, tell her she stinks. That's a good one. I've never heard of that one, but I might have to steal it, brother man. Yeah, call her a brokey. Bro, I saw something the other day. This is some single mother activities. DC Brunch Spot just launched a kids brunch complete with a VIP section and bottle popping Look at this, dude.
So yesterday,
This is horrible to me. That women are teaching kids how to go act in the club. These are children. And of course, it's a woman narrating.
all the dancing,
See, like, this woman, probably a single mom, chose to bring her kids out to a brunch. Now, this brunch does look fire, I'm not gonna lie. But this is horrible. Teaching kids how to club? This is contributing to the degeneracy in today's society, bro. This is horrible. Do you think as a guy, like, let me ask you, if you were a dad, would you want to treat your kids to like a brunch that's like a VIP section and bottle popping? Would you want to treat them to that? No. It's the last thing I would want to do. It's horrible. Some fatherless activities, brother, man. Fatherless activities. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. I got one last meme for you guys. I got one last meme. Girl math is spending 10 years to become a doctor only to daydream about being a stay-at-home mom. It's truly sad. They go back to factory settings once they realize that career and that job ain't cracked up to what it's supposed to be. I'll be honest. If I had the option to be a stay-at-home mom, if I was a woman, bro, I would be taking that. I'm not trying to work and pay all the bills. Stuff ain't fun. Loki, you want a jerky? Free. Sit. Wait. Free. Hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Go cop the 2 ebooks, The 4 Pillars of Personality and The 4 Steps of Style. Loki, go to your place. The 2 ebooks make you irresistible to women and respected by men. I will see you guys tomorrow, man. Peace.